Hello, Seattle Seahawks fans. You're watching Sports Birdie, the network dedicated to covering the latest and greatest in sports tweets. My name is Paul, and I'm rocking my Seahawk t-shirt here today. And the reason is because this episode is all about the tweets that happened this offseason from your Seahawk players. So let's get it started. First tweet comes in from tight end Zach Miller, who says, "Do I look like a pilot?" And check this out. He puts this picture up. And look at that. Looks like a total Top Gun fighter pilot, right? So he must be visiting the troops, doing some good things, so we like to see that. Great stuff. All right, next one comes in from offensive guard John Moffitt. He says, "Badgers everywhere." So you're thinking, wow, what's going on? Is there like rodents and problems outside? Nope, just Badger fans everywhere. And I guess he's so kind as to take a picture with them. So nice guy there. Wide receiver Golden Tate, also known as Showtime Tate, says, "Trout fishing for the first time. How big do you think this bad boy was?" And here he shows a picture. Look at that. So not bad. I mean, good-sized trout. Pretty good for your first time out, I would say. All right, offensive guard John Moffitt comes in from the Twitter sphere with a little kind of sarcasm, I think. He says, "Use the Bowflex for 15 minutes a day, 3 days a week, 2 weeks a month, 5 months a year, and you'll be ripped." I believe it. So I guess the Bowflex is probably nothing compared to his offensive line workout that he has to do. Back to wide receiver Golden Tate. It says, "Did my thing with dinner tonight." And check this out. I think he should be named Golden Tater because look at the pile of potatoes in the front of that plate. That is huge lump of mashed potatoes, but he's got some proteins down there and some veggies, so he's eating good. All right, running back Leon Washington weighs in, says, "I miss my boys." And he's got a great picture here. Man, it looks like a great family, huh? Great kids there. Doesn't look like you're getting up to too much trouble, too, which is nice. All right. Long snapper. We don't get long snappers tweeting very often, but in this case, we do have a tweet from Clint Gresham, who says, "Today I went and volunteered at West Mercer Elementary. They had me helping fourth graders with math. I've never felt so inept in my life." Hey, look, you're a long snapper. Don't worry about math. Don't worry about, plays, running routes, formations. Just snap the ball. That's all we need you to do, right, Clint? All right. Defensive back Earl Thomas says, "My mom came all the way from Texas to wish me an early birthday and surprise me with a birthday cake." And check that out. Look at that. And only 23 years old. Man, life must be good, huh? 23 and you got the world by the tail. All right. Running back Michael Robinson says, "My oldest son, he's almost 42, in dog years that is, been with me through it all." And there's his pup. It's funny because he's like totally sacked out. So I guess when you're 42 years old in dog years, you just kind of sleep a lot. All right, Marshawn Lynch. And this is kind of a funny one. He says, "Blame it on the shower pill. That's why your boy's so fresh. Stay fresh, my friend, and check it out." Look at there. There we go. Marshawn showing off how he does that hair. That's how he's got it. All right, moving on. Wide receiver Doug Baldwin Jr. says, "Lady next to me opened her air vent and then mine." This must be in the plane. "Must be going through that midlife change. Meanwhile, I'm frozen." Don't you hate that? When like people are messing with your air vent, it's like they're almost like trespassing. It's airplane trespassing. All right, defensive back Jerron Johnson says, "Little girl made this for me today at the signing. Thank you." Oh, and isn't that a cute picture? Now here's, I don't make fun of any kids at all. It's not what I do, but I think this is funny because somehow he got tricked out here in like Green Bay Packers pants somehow. And then on top of that, it looks like he's got a big-ass club or something he's carrying. So apparently that's what little girls think you do. He wears a helmet, and he's all over the field, being rough and tumble. So give the man a club, right? All right. And then he said, "Here's the artist." So look, there we go. Cute little girl. And we just have to tell him to get him some Seahawk blue and green and maybe get the club out of his hands. All right, next one, wide receiver Mike Williams. This is interesting. He says, "I'm all for equality, but I don't want to hear a woman call an NBA game, especially an NBA playoff game." So change his channel. So that's interesting, right? I was at an NBA playoff game, and there was a female ref. So kind of interesting. Things are becoming real diverse. All right, next one, also from Williams, says, "Woke up the front yard looking like Moscow today. Can't even see the front gate." Check this out. Man, so, yeah, hey, time to put the cross-country skis on there, buddy. All right, next one is from the punter, John Ryan. says Seahawks punter 2034. So just in a few years, and here he is. Look at that. So he's already just kind of chilling out, right? Is he giving somebody a raspberry or something here? But yeah, so I have to get him in kicking shape real soon. All right, and then Earl Thomas said, it's hard to think when your mind goes blank. You just can't think when your mind goes blank. So I don't know if that's rap lyrics or he's just being philosophical, but I thought that was an interesting tweet nonetheless. All right, then he comes back with airplane food. And he probably thinks this is bad. But look, I don't fly first class. So to me, anytime you can get your airplane food on a plate, win, you're already ahead of the game. So I hope he's not complaining. Linebacker Adrian Moulton says, I love helping kids out. And this is our last feel-good tweet here. Got a picture here of him in the classroom hanging out with some little artists and stuff. So it's awesome to see the Seahawks doing good stuff off the field as well as on. You know, I mean, man, it's great to see them tear it up and knock opponents around. But at the same time, you hope they're giving back and giving back to the community. And here's just another example of that happening. So very cool stuff. So that wraps up for this show. We hope you enjoyed it. We sure enjoyed producing it. Now, we'd like to ask one small favor. We are trying to make this a permanent thing. This was basically just a pilot episode, and we want to do this each and every week during the entire NFL season for 17 weeks. But we need your help to make it happen. Here's what we need. If you can go to indiegogo.com/Seattle-Seahawks, there is a page there that talks about all kinds of great packages you can get in exchange for making a contribution to help fund this show. And we got awesome perks. You can get your name in the show. You can get your photo in the show. You can get a shout out. Heck, we've even got a package where you can get to be the co-host of the program. So it's awesome stuff. You can make a contribution of $5, $25, $50, you name it, whatever you want. And we've got all this great stuff to go along with it. So we really want to rep the Seahawks hard this season. We figure this is a great way for you to find out not only what's happening on the field, but with them as people as well off the field. We think that's real important. So if you can, check it out. Think about funding us. Until the next episode, go Seahawks, go Sports Birdie. Thank you.